Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Snowbeck. Today we're going to cover Unit 8 Notes 4 and we're going to find the areas of rhombi and kites. And so remember what a rhombus is. A rhombus is a quadrilateral with 4 congruent sides. So I'm just going to put a tick mark on each of the sides so that it represents that all 4 sides are congruent. And then remember what a diagonal is. A diagonal starts at one corner and goes across to an opposite corner. So that we could call that diagonal 1. I'll put a D1 there. And then the other diagonal would go across like this from one diagonal to another, and we'll call that D2, diagonal 2. Same thing in a kite. A kite can also have diagonals. So remember, a kite has 2 pairs of consecutive congruent sides. So these 2 sides up at the top, they look congruent, and these 2 sides down at the bottom, they look congruent. It has 2 pairs of consecutive, right in a row, congruent or equal sides. And again, it can have diagonals. So here's one diagonal, and here's the other diagonal. So I'll call this D2, and I'll call this D1. And they go all the way across the shape from one corner to the opposite corner. Well, to find the area of a rhombus or a kite, you actually use the same formula, and it goes like this. Area equals diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 divide by 2. So you multiply the diagonals and divide by 2. Number 1, find the area of the kite. Well, you can see the 8 is the same as this diagonal, and the 15 is the same as this diagonal. So we have our 2 diagonals. Our formula is diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 divide by 2. So we have everything we need. It's 8 times 15 divide by 2. If you type that in your calculator, I believe it is 60, and it would be meters squared. Number 2, find the area of the rhombus. Now notice here the 10 only goes halfway across the diagonal. So this is also 10. And then same with the 12. It only goes halfway across, so this is also 12. So we'll say diagonal 1 is 10 plus 10, or 20, and diagonal 2 is 12 plus 12, or 24. So remember, to go all the way across is the diagonal, and all the way across here. So formula, diagonal 1 times diagonal 2, it's over here on the other side of the screen. So we're going to do 20 times 24, and then don't forget, divide by 2. So if we type that in our calculator, you should get 240, and it would be feet squared. Number 3, find the value of x given the area of the kite is 92 inches squared. So I see a few key words, you guys. I see area and kite. And so that tells me I'm probably going to use area equals diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 divide by 2. That's going to be my formula. Now it says the area of the kite is 92. So the 92 goes in for the A. So 92 equals, do we know one of the diagonals? Yep, this one down here is 22. Do we know the other diagonal? No, we'll call that x and then divide by 2. What I usually do is to solve this, go times 2 on each side. These cancel out. 92 times 2 is 184. So we have 184 equals 22x. Divide by 22. And it's not a great number. It's x equals approximately 8.36. We'll round it off. And that would be inches, not inches squared, because it's the length of one of the diagonals. Number 4, find the area of the rhombus if RT is 24 and SU is 32. Well, RT goes all the way across, so that can be our diagonal 1. And SU goes all the way across, so that can be our diagonal 2. So I think we have everything we need. So it's diagonal 1 times diagonal 2, divide by 2 because it's a rhombus. So 24 times 32, divide by 2. And I got 384. And that is, you know what? There's no label, and so we'll just say units squared. A nice quick lesson, you guys. Will you please try Unit 8 Practice 4? If you need help, let me know. Have a great day.